beast is on.
Beast is on. How's my hair?
The beast. Hair's good. Hair's good. Very lovely. Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode. We still keep going strong, yeah? Yeah, even stronger than last week. Three only. Before we go to today's week's topic, which is customer service on social media, we'll cover some of the stuff from last week, which is we got a couple of tweets, which is exciting. We got
Thanks,
one.
guys.
Exactly. We got one CV, which is phenomenal. And, let's open it up. What happened?
Yeah, so thanks a lot, Juho Tunkelo.
Yeah.
If I said that right.
Yeah.
Who likes us very much and says we should keep it up.
Yeah.
Well, we will.
Yeah. We will.
And also, thank you very much for the CV. Let's have a quick look here. I was going to laugh at it, but it's a really good CV. So,
yeah, can't laugh at it.
Can't laugh at a good CV, can we? So, yep, thanks a lot, Stephen Penny, and we've got you in mind.
Yeah, Stephen Penny, thank you. We will post, well, I don't know, can we post a link? Maybe not. Is it public?
No, that's
probably not. It's for us.
Yeah.
But what else? We got some comments about the content itself, which was...
Well, Cool Cat actually mentioned, he wanted to know more about the removing tweet life. Yes, and we know it's a bad thing to do, so thanks for that, Cool Cat.
Yeah, I think that kind of goes from this week's topic, which is customer service in social media, and that's a kind of big old fail in the customer service. They were super nice about it. There was a response to one guy who was traveling, and they included a picture which was more than questionable.
It was this US Airways.
Yeah, that's the US Airways. I don't know if you guys seen it. I don't know if you should even put a link because it's kind of gnarly. Maybe not. But if you guys seen it, that's not something you want to do and engage with. It's been out now for weeks, right? And not awesome. But that's a good kind of gateway to today's topic, which is customer service. And we had a couple of... Let's dig into the one positive example from customer service.
All right, we know we all like the fails, so we're going to lead in with some good examples first. So, what about Lego Man?
Lego Man.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, Lego Man, let's see, there was a son of some guy.
A little boy. Let's call him a little boy.
Let's call him a little boy. He is somebody's son.
Yeah.
And he had a Ninja Go. Is that right, Steve?
I don't know how to pronounce it. But
does your son have a Ninja Go?
He hasn't got any of those.
He's got nothing. Okay.
He's got Chima.
I have a daughter, so she doesn't have Ninja or anything yet. But Ninja Go toy, and against his father's advice, he took it on holiday and subsequently lost it.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But
this story has a happy ending.
It does have a happy ending because his father told him to write into Lego and explain them to what he did, and then he was naughty. He shouldn't have taken it on holiday, and he promised to look after the next one. And the response from the customer support guy was legendary. First of all, he said that you should always listen to your father, and I totally agree. You should always listen to your father. My daughter, if you're watching this, you should always listen to your father. And then he went and made this really cool story about it. So this is cool. It's like, I went and visited Sensei Wu, who told me that I should give you one of these things again, one of these Lego things again, and as long as you promise to take good care of it. So he made this really cool story out of it, and what happened? It got retweeted all around the world, and everybody was like, oh, what a cool guy, Lego's fantastic, we love you, Lego, and lots of great press, all for basically free for this guy just spending 10-15 minutes coming up with a cool story. He's probably some sort of ninja nerd himself anyway, so that's what he wanted to do, and it's fantastic. So
there's a
thumbs up Lego, well done.
Yeah, thumbs up Lego. Shout out. But I think there's this hidden gems in this whole thing. We talked about last week about recycling content, and kind of when you have something bigger, you can chew it into bits and then share those bits again, and kind of like just boost your content creation process by utilizing a lot of the little bits. And this guy did exactly that.
Yeah.
He had this concept of customer service, which sounds big, but he took those little messages, created a little nice kind of campaign out of it, and it totally turned out good. And that's kind of like the key to content creation, that you chew it up and little by little you create something that, you know, hopefully goes viral. I don't know if I'm correct on that one, but kind of that's how I feel like that's very well done on his part. Lego, I'm sure that it was not just the one guy.
I hope he got a promotion because he deserves it.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
a bonus or something.
Well, the thing is, I think that companies like Lego probably send out a lot of letters like that all the time.
Yeah.
It's just part of what they do. So one of them got picked up and went viral. So there wasn't just a 1 in a million chance. There was a 1,000 in a million chance.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that is, maths fans.
Yeah.
But
what about that other? There's another good case. Samsung. You know about this one, Steve?
Samsung when they gave away the free phone.
With the dragon, yes. The free phone.
Yeah,
yes.
a couple of years old now. A good one though, because what happened. This was when one guy wrote to Samsung asking for a free phone, old one, Galaxy S3 or something.
Yeah. Was this a guy? Was it old, young,
No idea.
child?
Probably man-child.
Man.
Like us all.
Right on.
Yeah, so he said, "Can I have a free phone, please? Here's a picture of a dragon." And there's a picture of a dragon, not even really very well drawn, but quite funny, you know. And so the Samsung response was funny, yeah.
On Facebook.
It was it was on the Facebook.
It was on Facebook. Yeah.
So it was light-hearted, and it said, "Look, sorry, we can't give away a free phone to every customer who asks for one." But that was a really nice picture, and have a picture of something else, whatever.
Yeah,
they drew in
they
response.
drew a fixed picture of a kangaroo on a unicycle.
Kangaroo on a unicycle, of course. But that story went viral.
Yeah.
And even better, Samsung then noticed, we've got a lot of good publicity from this. So then they rewarded the guy eventually and said, you know what, have one of our phones for free. And it wasn't just any Samsung S3, it was I think it was the S3 anyway. It was a specially personalized one with his dragon.
Yeah. So they took the dragon that he drew and they put it on the boxing. And then they also made the special cover with the dragon that he had on the phone as well. Fantastic, you know.
And of course, we're talking about it now.
There's a loyal Samsung customer for the rest of your life.
Yeah, we're talking about it now 2 years later, and everyone agrees that that was cool.
Yeah.
That was a cool thing I associate with Samsung. So, I mean, in terms of the power of extra publicity you can get from those kind of things, it's a lot, you know.
Can we, in these cases, you know, these are these like early adopters' benefits? Basically, these companies have recognized the value of customer service right in the beginning when it was hot topic. Is this something that plays a big role, or how do we kind of handle the customer service today? Like I saw stats saying that out of the companies, 80% think that they are providing great customer service, superior customer service on social media or anywhere really, but
Whereas
only 8%.
Customers were like 8%. Yeah, that's right.
Customers are actually reviewing at 8%, that's a huge gap. That's a disconnected, you know,
who's
expectations.
Right? The companies are right?
Yeah. So, kind of in that terms, what should start happening right now? Companies, you guys have a lot to learn in this aspect. What is social media beastly advice on this situation?
Well, take your traditional, you know, customer support, the ones that you get lots of letters, and sometimes you reply back to these letters. Well, take them and use the Samsung example as a great case. If you get a really good one like that, something you can do something with, put it on social media. Because this guy wrote them a letter. He wrote them a letter. He didn't even contact them on social media.
Right on.
But Samsung were smart enough to realise this was an opportunity to show off some good customer support. And then they put it on their own Facebook. And boom, it went viral. It went nuts.
So customer service can be and could easily be a marketing tool. And it's kind of like expected. So instead of kind of still thinking about doing it, you should definitely dive in, take it as a part of your strategy.
Well, and let's have a look at a fail now, because this leads right into it. So let's talk about British Airways. British Airways. Fail stamp!
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Social media is 24/7. Keep that in mind.
Right on.
So, this guy here, can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was pretty upset about his father losing his luggage. So he wrote a tweet to BA. He didn't get a satisfactory response at all. He didn't get any response. So he actually paid for his tweet to be promoted and was seen by 76,000 people. And he said, don't fly British Airways. Their customer support is horrendous. And what did British Airways do? And you know why? Because British Airways had 9 to 5 customer support service on social media. So there was a good 8 to 10 hours before this was even seen by British Airways.
So nobody picked it up.
Nobody picked it up.
Ooh.
And of course, in that 8 to 10 hours, things escalated more. And then there were people tweeting things like, how does a $1 billion corporation only have 9 to 5 social media support for a business that operates 24/7?
That's a...
Well, there you go.
That's a big old fail right
That's
there.
especially a fail when it comes to airlines, because airlines are pretty high up in the game in terms of customer service. When you think about response times, a lot of people they've adapted well to the benefits of social media. This kind of always online business. This receiving a reply about delayed flights or flights arriving, and in this case lost luggage.
Yep.
They can take action on them straight away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's even more surprising that a big, huge airline like BA is tripped up there.
And airlines are generally quite pretty good on social media because they have to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So this was a huge fail, and I'm sure that they sorted themselves out now. But some more research done recently showed that most people expect a response within about an hour of posting on social media.
I think
60 minutes.
I've seen different statistics based on the channel that they're posting on. So something like Twitter, you might expect it in an hour. I think it's in an hour. But actually, one of the things I think companies are really scared of is like opening their wall on Facebook or taking, which they should do, by the way. Everyone should have their wall open. It's the best place for people to complain about you. Is on Facebook. People don't necessarily expect an instant reply. It's not how they use Facebook. They're not on it all day constantly. With Twitter, it's kind of digging. Yeah. Maybe they get a response onto their phone when they get replied to. So you have 24 hours, maybe sometimes 8 hours. You've got a reasonable time to get back. You don't have to be there instantly all the time.
And used correctly, you guys see on a lot of restaurants, they have those happy faces and sad faces. Then you go and click on the customer service, right? Social media can work exactly the same way. You reward for giving feedback, either negative or positive, and you kind of harness that to your own benefit and, make your company benefit from all the feedback, and it's kind of like treat it as a neutral ground. Open it up, transparency, all that stuff, people respect that on a company, especially if it's a big corporate.
Yeah, be transparent, but maybe not too transparent, because I think we have another kind of bad example here from, was it Nokia?
Oh, yeah.
How did that one go?
That was Nokia New Zealand. I think they got frustrated on a lot of the negative feedback. They just lost their minds, and they went and put the F word and kind of like, showed the finger to their audience and say, you know what, we don't care to have these anymore. We quit. It's just like, that's it. And it's like, ooh, that's a...
Well, you got to be careful.
Those New Zealanders are...
It makes me feel really bad because, being a New Zealander myself.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, I think there's a certain thing that you shouldn't put, and that's kind of like taking it personally. Yeah. And
especially not on social media where everybody else can see it.
Yeah. And I can see it, it hurts, especially if you put a lot of effort and you really put your personality involved with the content and all that stuff, and then somebody says like, you guys suck. It kind of hurts a little bit, chips away, but that's kind of like being professional and being, you shouldn't go in that boat.
It's the internet. You're gonna get a lot of negative feedback.
You're gonna get a lot of hate. And to quote something famous from The Princess Bride, Life is pain.
Yeah, exactly.
And anybody who tells you something different is trying to sell you something. So, yes, take it on the chin.
Yeah.
And don't overreact with dropping the F-bomb, especially not the F-bomb.
Exactly. Walk it off.
Walk it off.
Yeah,
Take a deep breath.
Pass it to the next guy.
Count to 10. And right, thank you for your comment. I will take this under advisement.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that. And, well, if they'd done that, we wouldn't be talking about them today.
Yeah, exactly. So
maybe they did the right thing.
For us, they did. Yeah. On our perspective, that's perfect.
Anyway, send us some more fails. We do love the fails. Customer support fails is what we're after. So if you have any good examples, please send us to us on hashtag social media beast.
Social media beast. If you have any questions, also please do send us questions, because that'll make our job easier for covering these topics. And if you have something specific, we would love to share our insight. We can't say if you offer any value, but you should try it out. But yeah.
And I think we're almost out of time for this podcast. So
yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
I mean, there's a lot more to speak about in terms of customer service. It's just one issue. This is one line we've taken with it, and I'm sure we can come up with some great examples. But I really want to hear some examples from people listening.
Yeah.
Which is, well, the funnest ones are the bad examples. But if there's any really good examples as well, sometimes, like we saw with our tool today, they can be quite fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's hear them and let's talk about them next time.
Sounds really good.
All right.
Well,
stay beastie.
Stay beastie, Helsinki. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Stay beastie.
Stay beastie, Helsinki.
Yeah.
It's beautiful weather here in Finland. So
it is actually very beautiful.
It's very unseasonal. And tomorrow it's probably going to snow. But stay beastie for today.
All right. Until next week. Ciao.